Well, it looks like the Canada Post strike has rolled into December, and we have quite a few articles talking about the strike, and my God, is it really affecting small businesses? We're going to discuss it in today's video, along with some of the articles that I found. Welcome back, everyone. This is Matt Cart. I usually have videos where I go to garage sales, thrift stores, or places like the Good Old Bins to find things to kind of resell on my eBay store, but it doesn't look like that is happening as much as it was before because of the strike. Now I'm still sourcing things, and you'll probably see a video soon of me either going to the bins or going to a thrift store or anything like that. But right now we're going to be focusing again on these Canada Post strikes that is consuming everything right now during the holiday season. It's really putting a damper on small businesses, which we're going to talk about in a second. There is a ton of articles to go through today, so hopefully we can do it within 10 minutes. Let's kind of do a recap here. So Vancouver designer John Fluvog hand delivers shoes amid Canada Post strike. As Canada Post workers enter third week of strike, retailers look for other shipping options. So this man basically took it on his own and said, I'm just going to hand deliver them in my town. That is really, really funny. That's awesome. See, there are some businesses that are like, I'm going to make do with what's going on here, and definitely looking on the brighter side for sure.
Mail bags? He's storing mail in here?
Why Canada's Christmas presents may not be delivered on time this year. This is a BBC article. It's one of the biggest shopping weekends of the year, but for many Canadians, this year's Black Friday deals may not arrive before Christmas. In fact, if they're coming from the States, they may not arrive at all. We're going to talk about that in a later article. And that could be death knell for already hard-hit small businesses. 2 weeks into a national postal service strike at Canada Post, and many businesses say they've suffered steep financial losses as customers have had to wait for their orders. And inventory sits in warehouses across the country, and shipping costs have increased. That is true. They've increased quite a lot. And also, if you're using other shipping services like UPS, you might actually have to pay more, especially for smaller packages, which really does suck. Lauren James, who owns Otter Valley Railway, a model train company in London, Ontario, estimates he's lost $120,000 in sales since this strike has began. It's going to wipe out a good number of businesses. He told the BBC he estimated that about 80% of his orders are received online, and up until 2 weeks ago, 99% of his deliveries were done with Canada Post. So he's obviously had to shift from using exclusively Canada Post to other shipping providers as well. Now, Canada Post strike has cost small businesses $765 million, according to Global News here.
I gotta deliver that mail.
Well, go ahead. There's 8 bags of it.
Blast! There's no way I can handle 8 in addition to my usual load of 1.
The ongoing Canada Post strike is having a significant impact on Canadian businesses during the busy holiday shopping season, costing firms at least $76.6 million per day. This is per day. Wow, that is incredible. According to the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses, after 17 days of nationwide Canada Post strike, small and medium-sized businesses have lost out on an estimated $765 million in earnings. If the strike continues, it will have cost the sector more than $1 billion by Wednesday. So, in 2 days from now, the group warned, more than 55,000 Canada Post workers went on strike on November 15th, halting mail and parcel services across the country. Some post offices have also been shuttered amid the job action. Wow. So you also have to think, back when the last big strike happened in 2017, I believe, parcels were definitely a big factor, but they're way, way more a big deal now than they were even back then. With all of the Christmas holiday season, it's going to be even worse. It's not Grinch who is about to steal Christmas. Executive Vice President of Advocacy of CFIB said in a statement, it's Ottawa sitting idly on the sidelines while small businesses are losing crucial revenue and sales due to the circumstances outside of their control. Jeez, last week Labour Minister Steve McKinnon pressed both Canada Post and the Canadian Union of Postal Workers to urgently find a solution after mediated talks were temporarily suspended Wednesday. McKinnon told reporters on November 27th that binding arbitration was not in the cards right now, but he did not rule out going that route if no process is seen. This is unprecedented. But here is what I was talking about. The USPS, this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. The United States Postal Service suspends accepting mail bound for Canada due to strike. This is disastrous. So usually they go through customs, and Canada Post is the main parcel distributor who actually get the parcels from USPS to deliver for Canada Post. And because of that, it's become such a nightmare for the United States Postal Service that they've completely suspended all of that right now. And this is the shopping season. People buy a lot from the States here in Canada. Sometimes you just find better deals, especially for like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You'll find better deals usually in the States than in Canada. It is asking customers to refrain from mailing items addressed to Canada until further notice, because they do not want to deal with this as well, and I do not blame them at all. It is going to be insane. The U.S. Postal Service has temporarily suspended accepting mail headed to Canada due to the strike by Canada Post workers. It is asking customers to refrain from mailing items addressed to Canada until further notice. The move by U.S. Postal Service comes after 55,000 Canada Post workers walked off the job more than 2 weeks ago. Canada Post says it's presented the union with a framework to reach negotiated agreements in the dispute that is threatening the busy holiday season. It says the plan includes proposals to bring greater flexibility to Canada Post's delivery model and shows movement on other key issues in the labor dispute. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers says its negotiators are reviewing the proposal. So whether or not this is going to get done in time before Christmas is not up to me or you guys to decide. It is up to the union and Canada Post to finally work on a deal, but it looks like the damage may have already been done, and the fact that you've missed out on Black Friday and possibly Cyber Monday, because today is Cyber Monday. Right now, it's Monday, it's the recording of this video. I don't know if I'm going to get it on Monday, but it is the recording of this video. It will be on Monday, and Cyber Monday is gone pretty much now at this point. It looks like the post office is still on strike, and honestly, if it gets to the point where it gets like after Christmas, the amount of money that Canada Post has lost out, I would say goodbye to a lot of these the employees' jobs, which is going to be very unfortunate, but I think that's going to be the case. This is a season where they usually make up the majority of their money during the holiday season. And again, if you're missing out on all of this revenue because of the strike, I can't see a lot of these employees having a job after this. I know a lot of these temporary layoffs that have happened in the past week or so may turn into permanent layoffs. But let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comment section. What do you think about this strike so far? Do you think that it's going to get resolved anytime soon? Let me know down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.